The weight of a healthy adult male Labrador Retriever approximately normally distributed a mean of 77 pounds and a standard deviation of 6. A. What proportion of Labrador Retrievers weigh between, so if I'm going to proportion them out, 65 and 75 pounds. So proportion. Proportion means normal, CDF. And remember, to get there, we press second, VARS. Choose normal CDF. Then we go furthest to the left, which is 65. Then furthest to the right, which is 75. Then the mean, which is 77. Then the standard deviation. When you press enter, go 4 decimals and you'll get your answer. Number 2. What weights surround the middle 50% of Labrador Retriever weights? So this one's a bit tricky. So here, what I'm going to do is I want to know what's the middle 50%. I want to know this piece right here. Well, I need to figure out what this portion is, then what this portion is, to figure out what the answer is, and I'll have to subtract them. So this is 25%, this is 50, and this is 25%. Well, if I'm finding the weight, I'm finding an observation. So I'm going to find the inverse norm, because I'm finding an observation. The first one I'm finding is this one right here. Well, I'm looking at the 25% of the bottom, the mean, the standard deviation. So in my calculator, let's get an answer. I'm going to press second VARS, choose option number 3, 0.25, enter or comma, 77, enter, 6, enter, enter, and I get about 72.9. And if you have to go 4 decimals, then you go 4 decimals. The next one, inverse norm, but this time I want this piece right here. Well, that's 50% and 25% for 75%. 77.6, second VARS, 0.75. Second VARS, option number 3, 0.75. $77.6, and we should get 81.047 or 69, excuse me. I don't have room, so you go 4 decimals. Part C is the last one. I want the top 10%. So what weight? So weight is an observation, so we're going to use inverse norm. And I want the top 10%, so let's go ahead and draw that out. Here is the top 10%. But when I use inverse norm, I use what's behind. So in this case, I need to know what this area is, which is 90%. 0.9, the mean, the standard deviation. Hit enter, and it will give you your decimal.